Okay. So yeah, Cartier is obviously a very luxurious brand, so I was just really trying to complement the brand. One of the key things that I always try and do when I'm putting together designs is looking at how I can pull colors from assets. I think that's a really good way to build up a color palette and keep the complementary tones in. I went straight in with this hero asset as the main key asset, and I'm really seeing a beautiful slider here. So as you can imagine, you've got this centralized watch in the middle. I'm imagining this kind of wiping, and as it's wiping, the wipe is changing the watch in the middle with the color, and then I'm also seeing the background change as well. So the background texture would kind of complement the theme of the watch. So we've got something really dynamic starting off, really pushing that product forward. A little bit of a ticker tape idea, just something thrown in here. Just I can imagine this kind of going in the background, adding a little bit of depth to this, and really bringing this to life. I'm one for not so much copy, so simple strap line. There is a shop now button in this top corner, which obviously would be always prominent. And as you scroll down, this would follow you down. So I don't need the repetition of having another shop now button. I know for e-commerce purposes, they love to slap buttons everywhere, but for me, not so much. Moving down into this first section, just again, really looking at how we use the assets, again, bringing through some of the brand colors, picking the colors from the watches themselves, and also thinking about how we combinations of cut out imagery and imagery. And I think, again, this just creates a really nice balance and just it's very visually interesting, but actually being quite simple. No slider buttons, little drag icon that would come. I didn't get a chance to do some little arrows that I would have done here, but you would have just come in here, slide through these. Again, little title to set this up. This would be shop all or view all. I didn't manage to update that. Moving down into this next section, this is where I probably made the biggest change, and I really wanted to try and bring something different than doing a traditional 3-column. Here I just wanted to create this beautiful flowing grid system, and again, bringing a combination of these beautiful textures, pairing them with the watches, combining them with really nice typography. Again, this is just a beautiful space of white space, and white space is always your friend. Little touches on the typography, as you've probably seen throughout, is combining the serif with the sans serif. As you saw from the examples provided, like that's just a go-to. And the fonts here, I think, just work really, really well. I've kind of done them thin again, and also not too big. I think when you look at a lot of the premium brands, they try not to do titles too big. They keep everything kind of small and minimal and sophisticated. So that's kind of what I've tried to mimic there. Really nice grid as we move through these 3 kind of details. Then into my favorite section, which is this sticky scroll section. And this is where we highlight again some of these 4 key parameters in here. And imagine, same again, I could imagine this coming in like this. Like really nice as you're scrolling through this section, and then we fix on this element. This could work in many ways. It could scroll opposite directions. So maybe this could go that way. The image could go upwards. So you get this kind of split effect. Or it could be just a really soft fade where these kind of move up and fade, number changes, images changes in the background as well. And again, similar transition to how we'd probably see in the hero section. Moving down, just finishing up with a little testimonial. I haven't done the slider buttons, but I probably would do there. Maybe just some simple pagination dots I think would be sufficient for here rather than doing big arrows. Finishing up with our last kind of CTA section. Again, bringing that Cartier red forward, I think is really nice. And then finishing up with the footer, which I didn't get as much time as I wanted. But yeah, that's not a major, I think. I kind of went a bit overboard in the middle section, so I think that's where I lost a little bit of time. And that's it.
Fantastic. Wow. Hey, thanks for watching this clip. If you'd like to see more RDL action, please consider subscribing. Otherwise, check out more videos over here. Thanks.